Welcome to the OhioRAAM Show.
Well, hello, it's Lee Kreider here. Kickoff for the virtual world, and he's struggling with trying to develop his elaborate technology. He's out there somewhere. I thought he said he would be with us. I didn't expect him to be here while he's doing that, so expect more mistakes because he covers for me when I push the wrong buttons or don't push any buttons at all. We've got a great group here tonight. And somebody says my audio is going in and out. Maybe I'm just moving around too much. I'm going to give some stats on the world time trial, but apparently the leaderboard isn't about that. But we are going to have an update at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, and if you follow us on YouTube and Facebook, you should see a reminder there before too long, and be sure and punch that button that says "Get a Reminder," and you should get a reminder. Hey, I see some people watching out there. We're glad to have you with us. Give us your comments, your questions, your kudos, whatever you'd like to say. Let's just take it. Kenneth Rader's out there. He's looking forward to the show. Yeah, so am I. Hey, let's just say that this is brought to you by the wonderful people who run the time stations 24 hours a day for 5 days straight at Oxford, Blanchester, and Chillicothe, Ohio, 41, 42, and 43. And a shout out to all the other time stations along the way where people are working around. I'm back here, folks. Bear Hunter.
Yes, I am here. How are you, Lee?
Well, my internet just went down on me, and what I'm doing now is I turned my phone hotspot on and
Oh,
my Wi-Fi. I'm on over my phone, so
you better plug it in.
Pardon?
You better plug it in so you don't lose power on the phone.
There's probably a good idea about that. Maybe let's see what I've got here. And I am a little low. Let's see. Oh, I can stick it over there on my charger in a little bit here. I'm sorry about that, folks. I hope people stuck with us. Some people did. Kenneth Radar, where thank you for looking forward to the show. We're going to do it. And a shout out for team in Florida. Yeah, we're going to Florida. Hunter, we need to introduce the person who's associated with your charity right off the bat. So you want to do that for us?
That would be great. Tonight we have Joel Sabayo joining us. He's the Director of Strategic Partnerships for 4Kids US. He's here in Fort Lauderdale with us, and I hope he's on and you can hear him.
Okay, Joel, can you hear me?
Good evening.
But unfortunately, it was in that new Mac format, and StreamYard doesn't understand that, so we have to just do what we can here. Tell us a little bit about the name of your charity and what it does, Joel.
So we're 4Kids. Our role on the world bring hope, homes, and many kids in crisis moved from their home, siblings who need to stay together, mom in an unplanned pregnancy, and then there's the kids care who just need a place to belong. Here for and those are with the help of some great and the crew of amazing.
So is Joel breaking up for you, Lee?
He's breaking up a little bit.
Well, let me tell you. I'm going to tell you what he just said. So 4Kids. So 4Kids US is an organization that works both locally and nationally with foster kids. Basically, their goal is to bring hope, homes, and healing to kids in crisis. In the U.S., there's about 450,000 children each year in foster care, and there are about 200,000 children waiting to be adopted. So 4Kids plays a role in establishing programs and systems to help them locally and nationally.
Okay. Go ahead, Joel.
Well, I don't hear him. Maybe he dropped.
Yeah, I cannot pick him up. Sorry about that. I think the internet gods are against us tonight, folks.
Yeah. Well, the good thing is the real God is still for us. So
that's right.
We're good to go.
And we're good to go. So to find out more about 4Kids, go up here to the top. There it is. Go up here to the top. You'll see OhioRAAMShow.com. That's the easiest way to find it. And just click on the link there you'll find in the show notes right before this show. And again, we are live. So if you're on YouTube or Facebook, well, you're on one or the other, just put your comments, questions in the comments box there, and we should see them. So let's introduce the rest of the team we have with us here tonight, since we have you on, Hunter.
Okay, sure. So we've got Aaron Guthrie on.
Hi.
So Aaron is a triathlon coach and a good friend of mine.
Yep. Hi, how's everybody tonight? I'm so excited to be a part of the team. I've been working with Hunter for a couple years in triathlon coaching, and he invited me to join the team last year for 2020, and I immediately said yes. What an honor to be a part of this team, and I'm so excited for June. Fingers crossed that it's going to happen.
Okay, and Trish is telling. I have a feeling she may be connected here somehow.
That's my sister-in-law. Yeah.
Yeah. How long is the race?
I think it's a little over 3,100 miles, right, Lee?
Yeah, it's always varies a little bit from year to year. But
right.
See, what Trish did, she simply put a comment in there. In her case, she's on YouTube. You can do the same thing if you're on Facebook watching it, and we got to hear. So you got another member of the team down here. You want to introduce them as well?
Yes, sir. We also have Michael Caputa. Oh, that's Matthew Wukash. So we have Matthew. He joined the team last year. He's an incredible rider. We're all just trying to keep up with him. He just did 130 miles through the mountains today. So he took some time out to join us while he's recovering.
Yeah, and I just want to say I have been a racer my whole life, and I support a junior team, and that's why I'm actually up here at this training camp today. And those skinny little kids were putting it on me today. But it was an awesome day. The weather here in Florida is amazing. And when Hunter asked me to do this race across America, it's been a dream of mine since I was a kid. And to be able to do it and do it for a good cause, not just for yourself, but to say, hey man, I did that. We raised a bunch of money for some kids that could really benefit from it. That was like a no-brainer for me. So I'm in and I'm excited. And that's why I'm here killing it today so I can be in good enough shape to ride all the way across America.
There you go.
Very good. How long you been in ultra cycling, Matthew?
Today. No, actually, I've been racing bikes my whole life. And I'm into gravel racing right now, which is 200-mile races, and those are awesome and they hurt really bad. But I'm not an ultra cyclist, and I can't even get my brain around what we're going to do for like 8 or 9 days straight. It's daunting.
Yes.
Okay. Well, sorry, Hunter, for throwing you a curve there.
That's okay.
Let's get Michael up here.
Yes, sir. Also, Michael Caputa. So Michael Caputa is a good friend of mine. He's a local dad that I have grown up with here locally. 4 kids, and he's also, we together started triathlon a couple of years ago, and he quickly surpassed me and now kicks my butt whenever we ride. So. But I'm older than he is, so I got an excuse.
Exactly. I'm the baby on the team, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to interrupt here because I want to give a shout out to some people who gave us some likes. We always appreciate those. Blair Mace did that. Spiegel Bikes. Hey, Spiegel Bikes. We're always so glad to see you here. We appreciate the support you give us. And Odell Baker out there. Now, I think I'm right, Odell. Come in here and give us a comment. Aren't you a part of the Major Taylor Club out there in San Diego, California? Maybe I've got the wrong person, but you'll straighten me out on that. Just type in a comment and let us know. How long you been into the ultra cycling field, Michael?
Well, that's a great question, Lee. I just started cycling in 2017. And like Hunter mentioned, I was a runner. I was an ultra runner before, and then he kind of dragged me into the triathlon mix. So I didn't get my first bike until January of 2017.
Okay. Well, it's interesting. I've interviewed hundreds of people, maybe close to 1,000 now. I don't know. It seems like people who get into ultra cycling, they start in and almost immediately end up in the longer distances. It's just built into the DNA. So Spiegel Bikes, nice to see you too. They're a great supporter of the Race Across America and ultra cycling. John Brandy, aloha from Southern Maryland. Glad to see you here as well. Trish, how many teams usually compete? Ooh, anybody got a number on that?
I thought it was like 50 or 60 teams that I mean, there's also something like that, right? From the singles all the way up to the 8-man team.
Yeah,
right?
it varies. There's several hundred riders involved, all told. And we once tried to do an estimate of how many people are in the total Race Across America caravan, including crews and media and officials, and it's in the thousands. And so when they come through your town, I mean, you guys never see them hard, except when you start and maybe at the finish, a few of them. You don't see them all, but they do stretch over that period of time.
Right.
Let's see. Trish is also saying, Aaron and Matthew and Michael, so thankful for your willingness to ride for kids. Yeah, well, we're grateful for all the charities here. They raise a lot of them. So let's get back to Aaron. I didn't really ask you, Aaron, how long you've been in this ultra cycling business. You've been in coaching for a while, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been in coaching for 23 years as a triathlon coach. And I've done almost 300 triathlons. And so for me, giving back in the way that we are going to be for 4 kids, like Matt said, like it's a no-brainer. Like I've crossed so many finish lines and had so much fun racing my whole life. But now to do this challenge, which I also cannot get my head wrapped around how we're going to pull it off, but I'm super excited and willing to do it. I started my 100-day of cycling streak yesterday, so I'm on day 2.
Nice.
I'm encouraging the rest of the team to join me. They don't know it yet, but
No, you did. That's a curveball.
yeah, so I'm super excited. I've been in South Florida for racing and training for 23 years, and Michael and Hunter are actually 2 of my athletes that work with me.
Okay,
Aaron, if I go to the end of the driveway and back, does that count?
Yes. So when you do a cycling streak, just so you know, 10 minutes is the minimum, but you have to ride every day for the committed amount of days. So I've chosen 100. We'll get ready for sure then, Hunter. It will be a no-brainer. We're going to be so dialed in.
That's right.
Right? And you'll end up staying alive longer than 10 minutes. You always get on for just 10 and you're like, oh, I feel great. I'm going to keep going.
It sounds like Aaron's a tough taskmaster.
Yeah. I can't tell you how many times I can't tell you how many times I've looked at her workouts and said, not that one.
Yes, that one.
Yeah, I
but
wouldn't want her.
All those medals you got, your finish lines, right?
Yep.
So, where can I go to donate money to this cause? I suppose you wouldn't mind if I dropped a dime on you, would you?
Not at all. Not at all. So we do have a website. It is www.amazingraceforkids.com. And you can go there. You can find a link to the charity. You can find a link to sponsor. You can see our other sponsors and just get some general information about fostering and adoption in the U.S.
Now, what's that website?
Raffle. Tell them about the raffle.
And the raffle too.
For 2 raffles, right?
Correct.
What's that website again?
The website is Amazing Race for Kids. For the number 4. So Amazing Race and then the number 4 and then kids.com.
.com.
Yep.
Maybe put it in the chat too.
Oh, I can do that.
Is that accurate?
Yes.
Yes, that is.
Okay.
That is accurate.
That's pretty number. Amazing Race. I want to say Amazing Grace, but it's Amazing
Well, that's why
Grace.
we did it that way. That's why we did it that way.
Well, but that confuses me. But I'm quite easily confused, folks. Amazing Race for Kids. And when I get off the air, guys, I will put that link also on the show notes on the OhioRAAMShow.com website. So people can find it there as well. Well, we wish you all well here. Get you all in here at once. And we're sorry that Joel wasn't able to be heard, but this is what life is like on the internet these days.
That's right.
We also have a raffle if anybody's interested in donating and also possibly winning a very nice BMC bicycle.
Okay, very good.
That's true.
That information will be there on the website, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very good. We wish you raise a lot of money.
Thank you.
We wish you have a very successful race.
Thank you.
We welcome you here. If Jim were here, he would be the one who would welcome you to Ohio. 3 time stations here. We're staffed around the clock. We'll be here regardless of what time of day you come. Expect a cowbell, expect a shout, expect a warm welcome. If you need help, we can find bike parts in the middle of the night. We've done it before. And you only have 600 miles to go when you get here, except a part of that is in West Virginia. So I can tell you, having ridden across the country, West Virginia was and is my nemesis. But be that as it may.
Great.
Thank you all for being here, and we wish you well. We'll be watching for you when you come through.
Awesome.
I might not be here, but somebody will be, okay?
All right. Thank you very much, Lee.
Thanks, everybody. Hey, listen, don't go away. Hang around for a little bit. I want to check some things before we say goodbye.
Okay.
And we want to thank all of you for watching tonight. We see you had a nice crowd out here and some nice comments. We appreciate that. Hey, we'll be back in, just about an hour, because we're going to do an update to see how the guys are doing on the virtual world time trials. And then we'll be up again at 6 o'clock in the morning to do another show. Oh, wow. Any rate, this is what you call ultra cycling. And those of us who sit behind the mic and in front of the cameras and run the time stations, we don't get a lot of sleep either. So with that, we're going to say, let's get out of here. We'll see you all in about an hour time. Okay. Goodbye.
This is Gregory Zuber, thanking you for watching and sharing.
Music by Kevin MacLeod.